Hi, everybody. I'm glad to see you here. I'm sorry Francine is not going to make it today. She got called out of town for her job, and she just sent me a message shortly, just a little bit ago, and said there's no way I'm going to get back in time. So we'll just reschedule. Not a big deal. I started to cancel, and then I thought, no, that's not fair to everybody that was looking forward to getting a reading or something today. So I figured I'd pop in for a little bit. We can do a few readings and whatnot, and then I'll be back at 7 o'clock for my members only live stream. And then um, tomorrow I will be doing a live at 11 a.m. with Nate from the Third Wish, and then again at 4 o'clock with Trish from Ribbons and Wax for another healing show. And then I'm doing a pre recorded show that I'm not sure what day it'll drop. And then, of course, the slumber party tomorrow night with Ramon, one of our favorites. He's my regular every third Saturday of the month. And and yeah, so tomorrow's going to be busy. So let me stop and say hello to the people who are already here. We've got Essence of the Moon, Selena. Thank you for joining us today. Annie's Gifts and Jackie and Tapioca and Lynn. Actually, Lynn is my middle name without the E. It's just Lynn. Um, and then let's see, Old Windwalker's here. Artist Liz is here. Yay, we got us a nice little group. So, um, well, I'm going to just do a short one and then I have to run to the drugstore, pick up a prescription for me, and pick up cold medicine. I got a house full of sick men. And I'm trying my best to not get close and not breathe their air when they go around me. So um, I'm feeling a little kind of mud. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take it easy, just do a short one. And then I want to go get some cold medicine. And I'm hoping it's not COVID with my son. He is like really sick. For him to call off sick for work and not go into work, I know he's sick because I've seen him drag his butt down there to that club, all kinds of conditions. Be like, no, no, gotta go to work, gotta go to work. So, I mean, that just shows how much he loves his job. He really does enjoy it. Um, and me just being solo, I was able to use one of my overlays I created last year for Halloween. And so I like this one. It kind of gives that spooky feel. And let's see. Rose made it in. Rishaline made it in. Sheila's here. Um, and so we got us a few more folks popping in. Let me go up and make sure I didn't miss any request. So if you have, a question, I've got my regular tarot deck out. I've got my Connections Oracle deck, which God, I love this deck. And then I got a new little deck that I just got in, and it's a yes no deck from Trish James. And they're like little bitty cards, They're really cute. So I thought, well, that might be neat if anybody has like a yes no question. We could use those and see how those work. And so, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to break for a nap tomorrow because I won't be running all day. I'm going to try to go to bed early tonight is what I'm going to try to do, get some sleep. Um, oh, well, that's good, Rose. That's good. Hopefully things will be a little bit smoother come December and you can travel without as much stress. That could be a good thing. Um, so onions and garlic, drink the liquid. Um, yeah, I'll try. I don't know if I can get that down. Oh, an ear infection, Richline. Those are the worst. I hate ear infections. The only thing I know of that's happened today is the current occupant and party are in full blown panicked meltdown. Um, the few, it's been a morning for me. I was busy at work. Today's Friday, so it's our half day. I get off at 12:30, but from 10 after 7 when I got there until 12:30, I was constantly going. And so I'm a little draggy right now. But I didn't catch that much really news and whatnot. I saw several headlines that were just talking about the meltdown, and that they're losing their shit over the fact that this No King's Day march tomorrow seems to be breaking records already, just in the amount of people who are saying that they are going, that have signed in through the website, logged their location in so that they know where marches are happening at. And so I didn't hear of anything else happening today. So if y'all did, let me know. Um, I'm going to try to catch up on a little bit of news maybe later this evening, after my members live stream. And hi, Celtic's here. And see if, hi, Maureen. And see if anything did happen. If something happened that y'all heard about, let me know. You sure can, Maureen. Um, some fire cider. Okay. I've never heard of fire cider. What is that? Is that a particular kind of cider, or is that stuff you add to regular cider? Um, you certainly can, tapioca. Okay, artist Liz, gotcha. And ooh, a crystal woman. How interesting. Okay, Sheila. Uh, let's see. Understood, Richline. Go enjoy your dinner, honey. Um, a hot toddy, yeah, I was thinking about that. I've got some chamomile tea up in the cabinet, but if I drink it too early, then I'd definitely be falling asleep in the middle of doing my members live stream, and I don't want to do that. So, oh wow, Big Lots in Lake City closed down. Wow. Um, I didn't even know they had any of those stores left. I think most of the ones around here have already closed. Hi, Nancy. Gotcha. Let's see. And oh, hey, J Cat Lady. Uh, yeah, I think the march tomorrow is going to just be everything I've been feeling, everything I've been getting when I've thrown cards on it, is that it's just going to be phenomenal. Does that mean that every location is going to go smoothly with no problems? No, it does not. Because they are going to try to infiltrate with chaos agents, I guess would be a good way to put it, to try to infiltrate in the crowds and then cause trouble. Now, I know there's a main website for the No King's Day. They've been posting what to do, how to do it, what to bring, what not to bring, all that kind of stuff to help people so that folks aren't taken by surprise or accused of things because they have the wrong stuff on them. But I strongly get the feeling that it's going to be a phenomenal thing. That it's literally, they're going to get their socks knocked off with how many people show up. And I have a funny feeling it's not just going to happen here. I think there's going to happen. There's going to be some marches worldwide. I know the only other big thing I heard, and I don't think it was actually today, I think it happened yesterday, was that the current occupant agreed to send not 20 million, but 40 billion, excuse me, not 20 billion, but $40 billion to Argentina to help their people have health care and low cost on their food and all this stuff. They get their health care for free, just like Israel. So two countries right now that are getting a lot of money from us, both offer free universal health care to their citizens. They have special food programs so people don't go hungry. They have special living programs. So, say if you lost your job or something like that, you don't have to worry about losing your home or not having any money to pay the power bill. Almost like a universal income. Um, and guess who's paying for it? Ding, ding, ding. We are. So, isn't that going to be fun? Uh, Looks like he's been getting slammed from quite a few conservatives and Republicans, no less, for just the way he's handling things. And something I saw just before I logged on was that by the end of today, the judiciary and the Supreme Court run out of money to function. That means they don't get their paychecks. They can't try any cases or read on any cases because there's no money to pay for them to do their jobs. So uh, that may be a good thing for us because the Supreme Court may come out and say, you've played this long enough and you're not doing anybody any good. Cut the shit. Um, so yeah, I mean, he could have just rode on Biden's coattails for 4 years and just taken credit for things that were already set in motion. But no, he couldn't do that. He had to go in there and F everything up. And which I think in the long run is a good thing, even though it's really difficult for all of us. I think it's a really good thing because people, especially his people, are actually starting to really understand how bad he has effed everything up. And so, meanwhile, we've got outbreaks of measles and chickenpox and mumps. We've got a new strain of COVID that's making its round. I'm worried that's what my son has. Um, we've got people's open what is it? Open enrollment for healthcare begins. I think it began this week until the end of the month or something like that. And people are having conniption fits because their premiums and their copays and stuff are like tripling and quadrupling in price and not offering as much. I haven't looked at mine yet, and I need to. I'm going to try to do it this weekend. And it's like I already can barely afford what I've got now and wouldn't be able to afford it at all if it wouldn't be the fact that I got it through work. Um, but it's getting ready to get ugly. I know a lot of us have been telling y'all it's going to get worse before it gets better. Well, we're going into the worst category now. And I think that there's going to be a lot of really angry people. And I don't care what side of the aisle they're from. I think it doesn't really matter. I know the farmers are really pissed because he's completely screwed them over with their crops. They're losing money left and right. He's gotten rid of all their workers, so there's nobody to even work the farms. Um, it's like, yeah, be careful what you wish for, right? It may come true. So, yeah, it doesn't feel real. And like I've been telling y'all in the lunch break musings every day. Sorry I didn't get through it today, but it's just a weird energy. I don't know how many other people have been feeling that, but it has been really strong. I know when Judy and I did our show last night, she was saying, yeah, she was getting that feeling something's going to happen, and it's like, yeah, I'm feeling like something major is getting ready to hit. I don't know. Hi, Annie Berger. And I don't know if it's going to be something here locally, domestically, or if it's going to be something coming from another country towards us. Um, I know I watched a couple of shorts yesterday, day before yesterday, of people talking about, what is his name? Bad Bunny, Mad Bunny, Bad Bunny, something like that, is going to be singing at the Super Bowl. And of course, the right is in complete meltdown over that because, oh my God, they've got a Hispanic dude, a Puerto Rican dude that's going to be. And it's amazing to me how many people were like, filmed themselves and then published it talking about, well, I can't believe they're gonna put a Puerto Rican up there. They couldn't even find an American to do it. And it's like, um, hello, people in Puerto Rico are Americans. It's one of our territories. They have citizenship status. They're just not a state. They're a territory. So, which just goes to show you how stupid a lot of these people are. Um, you kind of feel sorry for them in a way. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's just been, um, gotcha, old Windwalker. It's just been a lot of craziness, a lot of silliness. Just not silliness as in funny, haha, but silliness as in, can you really be that stupid? Where were you from grade 4 to grade 11, where a lot of concentration was in history, not just American history, but global history? It's like, did y'all not take those classes, or did you just check out from those classes? Um, it's personally, and I've always felt this way. Um, Anybody that's going to uh, uh, anybody that's going to run for an office, be it local, state, or federal, um, they should know and understand, one, how our government works. Like, what is the process for things? What is the fundamental baseline? How does everything work? Two, they should know their own American history, and not the whitewashed version that they're trying to put out, but actual history. Um, and three, they should have to prove that they have critical thinking skills. Um, and far too many don't. They don't. They don't have that ability. They don't have that knowledge. And did you get here, honey? Y'all, pardon me a minute. Take one of these, and then I'll help you. Okay. I'm gonna go get some cold medicine when I get done. Okay. So, oh wow, what is that? Talazamundo. Oh, I like that name. That's cool. Hey, Linda. Hey, Bunny. Prince Andrew renounced the title. Are the files coming out? Yeah, they're coming out. If Because the speaker has backed himself into a very tight corner with not swearing in the new representative from Arizona, and I can't pronounce her name. I've tried, so I'm not even going to attempt it because I don't want to butcher it. But we all know who he's talking about, and and he's refusing. He's refusing to swear her in until the Democrats uh, quit holding everybody hostage over the government shutdown. It's like, okay, Republicans control the House, Republicans control the Senate, Republicans control the White House, and Republicans control the Supreme Court. How does that equate to it's the Democrats' party for the shutdown? If they are not in control of any of the major branches of government, then how are they able to perform such a feat of unbelief that they could shut down the government? I don't understand. And when he's been asked that question, he can't answer it. They talk all around it, but they don't answer it. Um, I know JD Vance did an interview with George Stephanopoulos last weekend, whatever it was, and George was asking him some very specific questions, and JD like walked all the way around and around and around and never answered the question. And finally George just put it to him, well, that's nice, but you're not answering the question that I asked you. This is the question, can you give me the answer? And JD started repeating the same regurgitated BS. And George just cut him off mid sentence. He says, okay, well, I guess you're not going to answer the question. That'll be all. Thank y'all very much. And click, he cut the camera and the mic. Mid sentence, cut him off. Um, Democrats refused to go along with what the Republicans wanted to do because they refused to cut health care from American citizens. And that's one of the biggest things in the Republican bill is to cut all health care for all Americans. Doesn't matter what kind you have, it's going to be cut. And how you get it, it's going to be cut. And so everybody's going to be stuck having to try to afford these outrageous cost of buying their own health care. I mean, I work and get my health care through work. I still pay a percentage of it. And I mean, it's ridiculous how much money I pay a year for my health care. Now it's fairly good health care. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Um, and I'm praying and hoping that Medicare is still up and running when I turn 65 in June, because then I'll be flipping to Medicare. And of course, the downside to that is now I have to find new doctors because two of my major doctors don't take Medicare. They quit taking it because they couldn't get paid for it. So I'm going to be stuck like Chuck trying to find myself some new pain management doctors. So it's gonna be a mess, and I think a lot of stuff is starting to come to a head. A lot of people are really getting their eyes opened up and realizing what's going on, and so it's just going to be a matter um, of just kind of waiting and seeing what happens next. Um, let's see. I saw somebody had put something, but it doesn't show it on the StreamYard chat. I have to go over to the YouTube chat. And I'm working with just one computer now. I had to bring back my work computer because it has to be upgraded to Windows 11. And so it's kind of weird because I got everything crammed on one little monitor. And I'm used to having both of them up and running so that I can have different things going. Foot and mouth disease. Yeah, that's most of the Republicans. Um, yeah, there was one congressman that was getting interviewed earlier this week, and he was with the standard, well, the Democrats didn't shut it down. And the reporter, and this was a local reporter wherever he was at, said, well, the Democrats aren't in power. How did they do that? And aren't you concerned that in your district, the majority of the health care from your district comes from a hospital that is run by Medicaid and Medicare? And now it's going to have to close. So your constituents aren't going to have anywhere to go to the doctor or go to a hospital for an emergency. What are you going to do about that? And the guy was clueless. He never stepped back and looked at it long enough to see that he was cutting his nose off to spite his face. And the reporter was asking him, how do you expect to get reelected if you take away everybody's health care in your district? I'm like, yeah, there you go. That's a good question. Yeah, you're right, Rose. Uh, speaker said, we have no strategy. I have no plans. That's obvious. Um, that's quite obvious. Okay, well, let's quit talking about all that icky stuff and let's just do some readings here. Um, be careful if you are moving into Medicare. Do not fall for the trap of getting a Medicare Advantage plan. That's basically signing away your Medicare. And they make lots of promises and say they're going to do lots of stuff. And when push comes to shove and it's time for them to cover it, guess what? They don't cover it. I've seen several older friends go through this and just get devastated for it. And it's kind of like you kind of get locked in and then you can't get out. So, yeah, Sheila, you're right. We are the only industrialized nation that doesn't provide health care to its citizens. And it's ridiculous. It really is. So personally, I think if they're going to do a shutdown, then Congress should not receive a check, and they should lose their health care. Put them in timeout. Yeah, when you come back to work, we'll reinstate your health care. Um, but some of them are real good. If you get a good Medicare supplement, because you have to get a supplement with Medicare, um, and there are some really good programs, some good policies out there. You just have to take the time to look for them. There are several channels on YouTube that discuss Social Security and Medicare where you can get more information. I've been trying to watch those. The kitties are doing great, Linda. They're of course we kept one of the kittens. We just couldn't let him go. Bruno. He is just too adorable. And he is so attached to my son and my son to him. It's like, okay, we're gonna have to keep that one. So yeah, Sheila, Medicare Advantage is being investigated for fraud, and there are a lot of states that are starting to step up and not allow them to sell policies in their states. I don't know which one. I don't remember. I just remember reading an article about it. Um, so, I mean, I would be more than happy to pay 5 or 10 or 15% more in taxes if it meant that I had universal health care, which includes vision, dental, and hearing at no cost. If I get sick, I go to the doctor. If I need a checkup, I just go to the doctor. If I fall down and break my arm, I just go to the emergency room and it's taken care of. If I need medication, I just go to the pharmacy and it's taken care of. And I think that if people ever got the chance to experience that, they would never go back to anything else again. Every person I know of that lives in a country with universal health care is like, I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. There's nothing to make me trade off on that. Several of the blue states are in the process of trying to set up universal health care for their constituents in that state. And I tell you what, you start seeing people in just some states getting full health care benefits at no cost. Everything's covered. That's going to spread like wildfire because you're going to start having people in red states demanding it. It's already kind of started, but not as strongly. But yeah, it's gonna come back to bite them all in the butt in the end. I mean, it's when you look at what the Republicans are doing. I mean, it's like they're cutting off their nose to spite their face. They just don't seem to. Very good, Celtics here. Yes, start making a list. Um, uh, Start making a list and keep up with who owns what, who's putting money where. Follow the money. That's tried and true for as far back as we can go. Another thing that I strongly suggest people do is sit down and write it out or type it if you prefer to do that, but put it down on a piece of paper What do you want to see your country look like? Do you want to see us as a multicultural, anything goes, we all accept one another completely, we all get free health care, we all get this, we all get that? Is that the kind of country you want? Then start manifesting it. And that starts with writing it down, making it a physical desire that you have. Don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive. And I know that's hard to do. God knows I'm the worst one at it. It's really hard to do. So it's really important that we start thinking seriously about what do we want? What do we want to see our country look like? And then start manifesting it. Just manifesting the hell out of it. Miss Tarot T, hi. I'm so happy you made it. And that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, let's start getting to a few questions. I'm just going to sit here and run my mouth all damn day. Um, all right. Selena was first up and asked for a reading. Selena, are you still here? And what kind of reading did you want? Hi, Patrick. And let's see. If she's not here, then I'll just do a general oracle card for her. She may have had to leave. I'm not sure. Selena. Oh, Selena, are you here, my dear? Let's see here. Okay, she just wanted a general. All right. I got you, Annie. I got you, Jackie. All right. All right, here we go. All right, I don't think Selena's here. She may have had to leave. I know she was traveling the last couple of days, so she may not even be anywhere that the internet may have gone back out. I don't know. So I'm just going to do a basic oracle read for her. So, Selena, what I drew for you is the owl, and it says wise choices, experienced wisdom, learn from me. So that's the owl letting you know to learn from the owl. Um, uh, Wise choices with experienced wisdom. So as you gain more and more wisdom, as you learn more and more things, as you experience more and more things, it helps you have those wise choices of what to do next, or where to do it, or when to do it. Um, I think you're going to be doing great till the end of the year. I mean, not that you're not next year, but I haven't looked at next year yet. It's kind of far off. Um, oh, hi, Soul Live, watching from the Netherlands. Wow. I have a friend whose fiance is from the Netherlands. I love to hear her talk. I love the accent y'all have. Um, so let's see. All right, I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Hi, Rude Child. And all right. Okay, I think we're good. All righty. And Maureen, you are next. You wanted a general reading. Was there a particular area you wanted me to look at for that reading, or like in finance or in relationships or in anything like that? Hi, innocent potato. Uh, and yes, thank y'all. Please hit the thumbs up button and like, subscribe, and share. And after the show is over, come back and leave a comment in the comment section, at least 7 characters. I don't know why 7. That seems to be the magic number. Um, But if, hi, Lady Lo-Fi. I got you, darling. Um, so I don't know why it's seven numbers, but it's seven numbers. So, family. Okay. Okay. Good deal, Marie. Um, yeah, in Sweden, everyone gets 5 weeks paid vacation every year, universal health care. Moms can take up to a year and a half paid maternity leave. Dads may take that with family leave on site. I mean, they treat their people well. Now, yeah, they pay much higher tax, but look at what you get in response to that, and they get paid really good money. So, all right, Marie, let's see what we got here. Something in the family department. Uh, let's see what pops up here. And do it. To the cards. You better believe it, Miss Tarot G. What does he want a reading on? Just let me know. Tell Hector he can get a reading anytime he wants. Only 2% more than we pay, Sheila. Jeez. Maybe we need to move to Sweden. I mean, my goodness. And they do speak English there. How hard could it? I don't know what language they speak there, but how hard could it be, right? I mean, let's see. So just let me know what he wants a reading on, Miss Tarot D. Hector is such a sweetheart. That's Miss Tarot D's husband. He's phenomenal. He's such a nice man. Very talented, too. He's a talented artist. Hi, Vrock61. Well, that's a new name. Welcome. All right, Marie, let's see what we get here. I'm just going with a simple 3-card. And then I want to do one of these and just see what you can tell me. The new cards are slinging everywhere. All right. So, finances and career. You got it, darling. All right, Maureen. So we started out with the 10 of Wands. Now that means overburdened, overworked. Uh, that very well, especially when it comes to family, you could be looking at having to take on more responsibilities, maybe than you're uh, equipped to handle, or that you feel like you're able to handle. That may require a talking with the family and saying, hey, y'all are putting too much on just me, and I can't handle that. It's people are going to have to step up and do their fair share. So uh, that would be a good conversation to have with your family. Is just simply, okay, I can only handle so much. Y'all have got to be there to back me up and take on some of this load. Because then I got the Ace of Wands, and that's an outpouring. That's talking about, new beginnings, new financial deals, all kinds of beginnings, new beginnings. And if worse comes to worse, you got a big stick, you can knock somebody in the head and put some sense into them. Uh, you got it so live. Okay. But and then to finish up with, we got the moon. So this is just telling me that there are things happening, things going on, and because it's the moon, it's not perfectly clear for you. It's still kind of hidden. It's the moon illuminates, yes, but not clearly. Things are still in shadow. Uh, things are still not quite settled yet because they're in shadow. They're not out in the full sunlight saying, okay, this is what's happening. This is what I need. This is what we have to do as a family unit. It can get real easy for everybody around you to just start dumping on you. Oh, Maureen will take care of it. Oh yeah, look, Aunt Marina get it. Or, my sister will take care of it or whatever. You got to nip that in the bud, okay? Don't let them burden you to the point that you make yourself sick. And then I pulled a yes card. So that's just agreeing with the reading. It's saying yes. You need to delegate. You need to tell them um oh yeah, Sheila, absolutely. Uh you need to delegate, you need to tell them, look, I'm one person. I have my own issues. I have my own family, immediate family that I take care of, and I can't take on more burden. Y'all are gonna have to fess up and help do that, okay? But I'm not seeing anything bad out of that. What I'm seeing is just that you need to have a come to Jesus meeting with everybody and say, all right, here's the scoop, here's what needs to be done, and we we need to share duties here, okay? But other than that, I think you're going to be okay. Um, all right, let's see. And Tapioca, you are next. And you wanted an oracle card. You got it, baby. All right. Oh, hi, Lisa. The members only live stream will be all you have to do. If I quit throwing cards around, all you have to do is you can go to my post page on my channel. Just go to at Voices from the Swamp and then the tab that says post. And I said that wrong. Go to the tab that says members and it will have the link and everything for the members only live stream tonight. Um, but I did post it in the post page as well with the link, and only members can see that information. So you're welcome, Marie. Uh, and so, oh wow, looks like Senator Chuck Grassley took to X on Friday to scold the current occupant for overstepping his authority to fire agency watchdogs. Oh my goodness. And this is Grassley doing that? Oh wow. Republicans are upset. My. All right, Tapioca. All right, we got for you dilemma in a bind. Possible dangerous situation that could be coming up. So with this, and cute little raccoon guy, I'm feeling like maybe things have gotten a little out of hand, or you took on a little bit more than you could chew. You got dumped on with more stuff, kind of like what I was just telling Maureen about family members. Um, and it's kind of put you in a bind. Now, whether that's an emotional bind, a financial bind, um, just time to get everything done, um, that can really become a dangerous situation for you, because then you aren't in you aren't putting yourself at risk for not for allowing yourself to be overwhelmed and overburdened. But let's take a peek at the yes no cards and see what they say. Damn it, I can't get them to pick up off the desk. That's how new they. I just got them yesterday. Um, And these I got from Trish James, our predictions deck and stuff. The connections deck that comes from Trish too. So she's got some beautiful, beautiful. All right, you're getting a yes card, but other things first. So this is telling you that um, yes, things are going to be maybe a little rocky, but yes, it's going to be dealt with. You just have to make sure that you let others know what your limits are. Just like I was telling Maureen, let people know what your limits are, what you can and cannot do. Oh, thank you, your heart's desire. Um, yes, ma'am, I got you on the list there. So, hey, Ramon will be with me tomorrow night for the slumber party. So that'll be a lot of fun. Um, so just be aware that things could be maybe a little off kilter, a little rocky next week, and don't be afraid to flat out state, hey, I need help with this, or hey, I just don't have enough hours in the day to add this item to my list of things to do. Um, so make sure that you are um, very upfront and honest with those around you if you start feeling overloaded. Okay, so and don't let yourself get wound up in the mindset of being bound up. Give that to spirit. Just simply say, okay, you see where I'm bound up here. Let's be done with this. And they will help move things, move people, so that uh, it'll be a little bit better for you. Um, okay, I hope that helps, my dear. All right, artist Liz, you are up. And let's see here. All right. And you wanted anything for the rest of the year. Okay. Let's see what we can get. I like these new little tarot cards I got. Aren't they cute on the back? And they're small. And they got the meanings on them, so I don't have to, if I go blank and can't remember what the card means, it's written down for me. And that can help sometimes. Sometimes I just go with what I'm feeling, what spirit's telling me, but sometimes I go with, and I like to repeat out to y'all the what the common buzzwords are for that particular card, just because I think it helps put in your minds kind of where the reading is coming from. Um, let's see what we get here. Oh my, okay. Well, artist list, the first thing that came up was the Six of Wands. That's recognition, success, victory, things going well, um, having having accomplished something or achieved something you've been working at. So this is really good. This is good news. This is telling you that there are things that you're working on or that you're dealing with right now that is going to be accomplished and done with by the time the end of the year comes, so that you're not having um, to stress about that anymore. And then I got temperance. Now, temperance is, balance, trying to make sure that everybody's voice is heard, trying to keep everything kind of in a moderate level. Nobody's going like way off over here or way off over there. Keep everybody balanced in the middle, and feathers smoothed down so that they're not so ruffled. But then you end with the star, and you can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, you're talking about hope, um, inspiring things happening, creativity. You're already an artist, and she's got some beautiful artwork, y'all. Um, so I think this is telling you that you do what needs to be done between now and the end of the year. You try to keep things balanced. That could be work-life balance as well. Don't let one overwhelm the other. And by the end of the year, you're going to have the stars shining on you. You're going to have some new things happening, some new stuff coming up. It's really going to be good. So that's really wonderful. Wow, Liz, I like that reading. Okay, let's see here. And all right, let's see. Hi, Adrienne. I got your question. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, Rock, I got it. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, let's see. Who is next up is Sheila is next. And would like told me a crystal woman is hanging around me. What am I needing to know from her? A crystal woman. I don't know what a crystal woman is. Maybe it's just okay. They're kind of saying that a crystal woman is someone who's on the in the other dimension, but she works through and from crystals. So everything that she does and uses is built on the power of crystals. So that's pretty awesome. I don't have my crystal deck out and close at hand, so we'll just do a connections here, see what they say. And I'm feeling like this is a good thing. It feels like she's there for protection. Like she's there. She's there to give you some of that extra protection that you're needing. So, all right. Well, I pulled unclear, confused mind. So that could be what this crystal woman is there for, is to help you be able to solidify in your mind what needs to be done or what needs to be felt. Very well could be a teacher. It could be an actual physical person that's, right here in our lifetimes. It could be a teacher, a mentor, a minister, an older relative just trying to be there to give you advice. Because they're sensing from you that you've got an unclear mind. You're kind of confused about something, some mental struggles that you're going through. So that could be any number of avenues that could cover. But it feels like what this is saying to you is that this crystal woman is there to help you clear your mind and move forward so that what you're doing is exactly in line with spirit and what spirit is wanting you to do. So this woman could be there, come into your life, and if she's in the physical realm, she may be in your life for a while. She may be somebody that just passes through, but she's there to kind of help you kind of get your mindset in the right direction so that you can move forward and everything will clear up and it won't be as confusing or as worrisome as things might be at the moment. Let's take a quick look at these real quick. I like this little deck. It's a bitch to pick them up and shuffle, but I still. Somebody somebody knocked at the door, y'all. Can't tell we have dogs, can you? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. The thing of it is, he sounds ferocious. He's not. He's a big chicken. He will run for the hills and hide under the bed before you can blink. Okay, let's see. All right, so this one is saying no. Try again after snacks. So don't jump at the first thing that you're told. This is saying take a breath, check it out, make sure that things are okay, and that you're moving right along there. And I think once you kind of back off a little bit, maybe go have dinner, go have a snack, and then everything will clear up for you. So I hope that helps. It sounds like your house rock. Yeah, it's I got 3 men, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a lizard that lives here. So it can get really wild sometimes and really loud. But that's okay. That's life. Okay, let's see. Nancy Teagan. Let's see here. A new job and moving soon. Okay, well, let's start out. Okay. Will Nancy Teagan find a new job in the month of October? Will Nancy Teagan find a new job in the month of November? In December? Will Nancy find a new job in December? Yep, okay, started going yes. So maybe around Christmas time, hopefully a little bit earlier. Okay, will Nancy Teagan move in the month of October? No. Will Nancy move in the month of November? Oh, just switch to yes for November. So you could be looking at a move coming up in November, followed by a new job coming up in December. Might happen a little earlier, might happen a little later. I am not very good with specific dates, but that's what the pendulum says. So, and I know y'all can see it changing directions when it goes. And this is full of amethyst crystals in this pendulum. That's what I love about it. I'm sure there's a way you could take it apart, switch out the crystals, but I wouldn't want to try it because I'd probably ruin it. Hey, J Cat Lady, there's my other Cajun cousin. And okay, bye, Rose. Have a good weekend, darling. I think you asked a question. I'll do a short reading at the end, and you can catch it on a replay. Okay, so all right, let's see who's next here. Celtic Seer is up. Will Barron Trump get time for crypto insider trading, especially after his dad is gone? Oh, yeah. I read on this question earlier this week, and it was like a major, oh, yeah. Let's look at the yes, no cards and see what they say. I have a feeling Senior Barron has had some really bad advice from his daddy and older brothers. Yes, you got a yes. And it says, this is your heck yes moment. Or as we would commonly say, this is your hell yes moment. So, yeah, he's definitely going to be in trouble. Unless his mama can get him out of the country fast enough. And Yeah, his older brothers are in a lot of trouble too. Um, all right, let's see. Old Windwalker. Can I get cards on what I should concentrate on at this time? Okay. I had one that was uh, Tiger Stone. Um, yeah. And of course, I'm dropping cards like crazy. Um, I had one that was Tiger something, Tiger Stone, Tiger whatever the hell they call it. And I loved that one. I used to use it all the time. I went to hang it up on the rack one night and it slipped through. It didn't like catch on the little lip that it was supposed to be on. And I watched it drop and thinking to myself, oh, please don't shatter. I watched it drop and before it hit the floor, it disappeared. That's been 2 years ago. It's not shown up since. I have moved all the furniture. I have dug through everything in that area where it was at. Uh, I have gone through, I mean, everything. I have looked high and low. Uh, Tiger's eye, that's what it is. I looked high and low for that tiger's eye pendulum, and it just disappeared in front of my eyes. Um, so I had a copper one that I like to use sometimes, and I have one that's rose quartz, and I have one that's kind of a not a smoky quartz, but it's more like a white quartz. It's not clear. Um, so Merlin took it. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me none. He's good at doing that kind of things. But yeah, I have some dowsing rods, but they broke, so they don't really work that well anymore. All right. All right, you're told harmony. It's time for you to see both sides of things and find harmony in that. Don't let anybody steal your peace of mind. Okay. Um, make sure that you you focus in on whatever the issue may be, whether if it's within your family or friends or coworkers. They're kind of making you, setting you up to be the mediator. Okay. They're telling you, look at both sides of it. And there's also a little note, kidney issues. So I would take that under consideration. I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe anything, but you might want to up the water intake, maybe add some cranberry juice, um, and just kind of flush your kidneys and just keep an eye on them. You know, if you start feeling like something's not right, go to the doctor and have it checked because you sure as hell don't want a kidney stone. From what I hear, those are not fun and they're very powerful, so very painful. So yeah, keep aware of what it is that you've that just keep an eye on your kidneys, okay? But other than that, everything looks good. Um, Somebody was asking me about my dowsing rods. Yeah, these are my dowsing rods, but they're missing. I have to make sure I'm careful because the one of them got bent and the other one lost like the little tip on it. So I don't use them that much. And I keep saying we'll buy a new set because these are copper and I like those. But I just forget. Should probably put it on my wish list and somebody else will buy it. So that'll be good for me. Okay, let's see who we got. Annie's Gifts would like a reading, please. Okay. Um, was there a particular area you wanted me to read on, Annie, or just yeah, I have. I just got I've had a amethyst pendulum necklace, and I just found some matching earrings that goes perfect with it. So I like to wear those too. And I've been told to keep amethyst with me especially when I'm reading. So I usually have something in, near, or on me that's amethyst. Um, oh wow, that's cool. I have a jade dragon, a hand carved real jade dragon from China. It was a gift from a friend. I had helped him out when he first got hired. He worked with me. And when he went home to China to go see family after his first year, he came back with this beautiful dragon. I was like, I can't accept that. And he's like, no, no, you have to take it. He said, my mother went and got it for you. Her saying, thank you for helping me so much. And so I was like, okay, I'll take it. So I love it too. It's gorgeous. I keep it put up. Um, all right. Are you still here, Annie? That way I know what exactly you're needing a reading on. I'll have to take it down and show it to y'all one Saturday night so everybody can see it. Because it's really beautiful and very appreciative. All right, let's see. Oh, Annie, what did you want me to read on for your reading, honey? What area did you want me to look at? Are we looking at personal, finance, family? Yeah, it's basically the same thing, Brock. It's basically the same thing. Um, same concept, same principles. Uh, different people use different kinds. Uh, it just depends on the interaction between you and your spirit guides, what they want you to know. Okay. Um, Lisa, not really. I mean, there have been times when I've gotten flashes of things and I've just shared it with someone to say, maybe look this way or that way. That it hasn't really developed as a gift, you could say, but it's like I said, I'll get flashes, I'll get moments when it'll just real strong, it'll come across to me. But I can't guarantee it. So, at least not yet. That may change in a week, a month, a year. Who knows? I mean, I'm able to do things now that I couldn't do 5 years ago when I first started this channel. Damn it, I don't want to get sick. All right, let's see. Let's see, Annie. Okay, Annie, I got for you goodbye. Moving on. It's talking about there's somebody you need to give a goodbye message to. There's somebody that you need to go ahead and move on from that person. You need to it's time to let it go, move on, go on to something new, something better. For whatever reason, this relationship is just not for your most benevolent good, I guess you could say. So it's time to just move on. It's time to say goodbye to it and go on and see what comes next. I think you'll be very happy when that happens. I hope that helps. Let's see. Jackie is up. All right. Miss Jackie, an oracle card. You got it, baby. So, uh, what time is it? Oh, wow. It's over 6 o'clock. Oh, wow. We've been here over an hour. It flies when you're having fun. Um, all right, Jackie. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, we pulled recovery. It's time to heal or need to heal. And you just put it out there. I am healing. Don't let anything get beyond you that. Oh, wow, Katie and Proud. Y'all seeing that in the chat? Yeah, that's not going to do them any good. So recovery. Uh, you need to take some time to heal, whether if it's a physical healing, an emotional healing, a mental healing, spiritual healing. It's time for you to just take a little time and do some healing. Um, and it's giving you the mantra to use. I am healing. Just use that every morning. Get up, look yourself in the mirror, and say, I am healing in whatever way. I mean, it could be an emotional healing, it could be any number of things. But yeah, I think, well, thanks, Acadian. Um, I think you're going to be okay. I don't see anything like wrong, just like medically wrong. I'm not picking up on that, but just focus on healing whatever it is that you're hurting from. It could be any number of things in any number of different directions. Um, and just take this time to heal. Uh, all right, let's see. Lady Lo-Fi, reading. Okay. And Lady Lo-Fi, what was there a specific area or thing you want me to look at? You know, like reading in finance or family or personal or job related? You're welcome, Jackie. And let me know how it goes. Let me know how that works. All right. All right, Lady Lo-Fi. Oh, I pulled for you blink of an eye. Life is fleeting. Don't be caught thinking, well, that went too fast. This is a little reminder. Take that step back, take a deep breath, and enjoy what is happening in your life at the moment. Okay? Um, because things will change in the blink of an eye, just like that. It's like, wow, what happened? I mean, I look at my son who's in his early 40s, and I look at him sometimes and think, he was a toddler yesterday. What happened? Um, life. He grew up. He's a grown man. Um, I still mommy him really bad, but that's okay because he does the same for me when I'm not feeling good. So, um, hi, Kimberly. So yeah, it's all in a blink of an eye. Um, life is fleeting, so don't be left standing there going, it happened too fast. Take the time to enjoy what's happening around you. Take the time to enjoy your family, your kids, your spouse, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, or your parents, friends, just whatever it is that feels like things are just moving too fast for you. Take that time to really focus in so that the memory is really strong, so that 20, 30, 40 years from now you're not looking back going, oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have spent time with this person. Make that uh, make that a priority, I would say, for this year. Oh, good, Lady Lo-Fi. I'm glad you like that. Okay, let's see. So live, so liver, solivera, solivera. Is that how you say, or is that like an anagram for something? Um, so live. I don't know how you would say that. So we're just gonna leave it at that, so I don't make a fool of myself. Um, let's see. Oh wow, you haven't seen him. So you want to be able to come here to see him graduate? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I heard yes. Um, oh, Susanna Olivier, Oliveira. Cool, Susanna. I like that name. Reminds me of the song we used to sing when we were kids. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I don't remember the rest. That's all I remember is that little earworm, and now it's going to be in my head for the rest of the day. That's okay. I don't mind. Um, I very clearly heard yes, but let's check with the pendulum and see what it says. Yeah, I'm just me, Lisa. Take me or leave me. Some people like me and some people don't. Some people are like, they like to listen to me talk, and some people are like, you talk too much. So it's like, yeah, if I talk too much, then go watch somebody else. I don't care. I'm gonna say what spirit tells me to say, and I'm gonna do what spirit tells me to do. And you don't like it, change the channel. You've got control of that. Um, all right, Susanna. Okay, will Susanna see her son graduate from college in the US? Oh wow. That's a really strong yes. That didn't take any time at all. Wow, wow, wow. Like I said, I heard yes, and then we just got a really strong yes from the pendulum. So definitely share pictures when he does so. Um, he's in college, you said, right? Yeah, in college. What's he studying? What's he graduating in? I'm just being nosy. I'm curious. Uh, all right. So Hector wanted finances and career from his tarot D. All right, my dear. Um, let's see. Let's see what we got for Hector. Who, like I said, is a lovely, lovely man, inside and out. He is he is so sweet. Hey, sure spirit. From Louisiana with a banjo on my knee. There we go. That's the rest of the song. I couldn't remember it. Oh, Hector, you're there. Okay. Hello, my dear. Um, he's such a good artist, y'all. Oh wow. Really, really, really impressive. Um, let's see. And that was, what did we say it was? Finances. And how things are going. And oh, okay. Well, we're starting out with the Eight of Swords. So you feel a little bound up right now. You feel a little tied up, like things are not moving for you right now. So you feel kind of constricted, kind of just kind of bound up, like you're not, things just aren't flowing right now. Um, but then we got the King of Swords, and that's a card standing for truth. And that's talking about um, stay with your structure, stay with your routine, keep doing what you're doing, uh, and that the block that's blocking things for you is going to clear up. The finances and whatnot, that's going to turn around. There's going to be a change because this is also a yes card. Um, so it's talking about uh, you've got a lot of rational, logical power that's that's surrounding you. It's just been kind of like bound up a little bit, and so you got to kind of let that out, let that loose. Every morning, get up, look at yourself in the mirror, and say, "I am a winner, and I can do it." You'd be amazed how that works. And then the last thing I got was the Six of Pentacles, and that's charity and giving. So that's as you give of yourself, whether it be time, whether it be your artwork, whether it be money, whether, just whatever the situation, as you give of yourself in a charitable way, it's going to open more doors and more avenues for you. And you're going to see that financial end start flowing more. Because when you open one end of that door, everything inside is going to start swirling and moving. And so, and this is another powerful yes card. So, yeah, I think right now it just things have been kind of restricted. Everybody's been kind of tight. Nobody knows what the hell is going on, um, uh, politically. So it's kind of got people a little, wound up. You don't want to spend money. You don't want to do anything. And while that's wise right now to not be overly ambitious in that department, don't let it be too tight. Still allow that charitable feeling, still allow um, that truth of just what you can do and what you're capable of. And I think you're going to see things kind of take back off, and that's going to turn around big time on you. I see it starting to turn around before the end of the year. That's what I'm hearing. Before the end of the year, things are going to start shifting and turning around. So I hope that helps you, my darling. And thank you both so much. Y'all mean a lot to me. All right. And then Barack. And then after Barack is your heart's desire. And that'll be the last one because one, I got to go to the bathroom, and two, I got to get ready for my members live stream. I want to try to go eat something before I do it. Let's see, Barack. A reading on finances and my art jewelry business. Oh, wow. Do you have like an Etsy store or uh, or maybe even a physical store? Do you just take like mail orders, like email orders or something? Um, put the information in. Email me if you got like an Etsy store or a website or something where you sell your jewelry. Send it to me, and then that way I can post it on my post page so people will see it. They can go and look and see and shop. Um, I've got a couple of friends that have Etsy stores that I put their information in the description box every time I come on, um, with a lot of different things. There's Andrew with the skincare line, the Androniki, which is fabulous. Um, there's Jules, who also does jewelry. She hand makes jewelry, beautiful, beautiful jewelry. She has her own Etsy shop called Jules. What's it called? Jules Handcrafted Designs. Um, she's got some beautiful stuff there. Um, and just several others. Of course, there's Trish James, who makes some of these fantastic cards. They're just absolutely beautiful. She's all the way over in Australia. So, and then there's another gentleman, and I'm going blank on his name. He also does cards. I have a couple of his decks, which are wonderful. I really like them. Um, so let's see what we're getting here. All right. Okay. Well, we're starting out with a Fool. So that's a new beginning, a new journey, a new opportunity. But at the same time, you want to be careful that you're not foolish about it. You want to be you want to be smart with it. Make sure that you're making wise decisions. Okay, don't just jump at the first thing. So and then I got the Queen of Wands. That's another yes card, and that talks about vibrancy. Uh, uh, what does that say on there? It's energetic, courageous, passionate, funny. So this is telling me that as you start developing your line, as you start getting it out there, um, maybe you do some whimsical stuff, like kind of whimsical jewelry. I know Jules does some of that. Um, uh, a lot of times you can draw people in just because it's not something cookie cutter that you can get anywhere at Walmart or Target or whatever, but it's something unique and individualized. And a lot of people, especially when they go look at online for jewelry and clothing and stuff like that, they're looking for that individualized uh, item that's going to make a statement, that's going to mean something to the person they may be buying it for, or it's going to mean something to them if it's something that they're buying for themselves. Um, and then I got the, what is this? I got the, what is that? Okay, that's the Eight of Swords reversed. So that's talking about escape, freedom, release, finding solutions and options, um, taking control. So that's a really good card too. I mean, that's telling you that that as you focus in on what you want uh, your trademark, I guess you could say, to be, what's going to be, what are you going to specialize with? Are you going to specialize with say gemstone jewelry, or specialize with particular designs? I know there's people that make jewelry that do a lot of like metal pouring and stuff, where they make jewelry by designing uh, their own way of metallurgy with it. Um, there's just so many different directions you can go in, especially when you start talking about doing personalized stuff. Are you going to take special orders? If somebody writes to you or contacts you on your website and says, I am really looking for a set of earrings that look like this, or that are this color, are you then able to take that information and create something for them that could be something else that you need to look at? Being able to really kind of bring it in and uh, make that piece unique and one of a kind, because a lot of people really enjoy the uniqueness of jewelry pieces and stuff. I know a lot of times that's what I look for when I'm looking for jewelry. Is I'm looking for something that's kind of unique and classic and whatnot, but at the same time unique and Another one telling me I talk too much. Oh well, just got one popped up. You talk too much. That's my job. I talk. And I think things are. I didn't see anything that looked like it was going to be bad. I think it's just going to be a matter of focusing in on what direction you want to go with it. And once you get that settled in your heart, what it is you want to focus on, it's going to take off. Um, so yeah, I'm seeing something good with that. All right, let's see. Last but not least is your heart's desire. And thank you for your donations. Uh, a message from your guides. You got it. And thank you for the love, light, and prayers and protection for everyone that's here as well. Um, she also put that up for everybody. So thank you very much for that. Um, all right, let's see what we got here. Heart's desire. I gotta get me some. Just your name made me think of. I don't have any like romance cards. I need to look into getting some romance cards. All right, let's see what we get here. Oh, I pulled for you affection, needing embrace, uh, needing hugs. You know, a lot of people don't realize how healing it is to just give or get a hug. Nothing else attached to it, no strings attached, no hanky panky to follow, no, whatever. Um, just a hug, just someone to come up and just put their arms around you and hug you, or vice versa. You just go up to someone that you know is struggling and you just put your arms around them and give them a hug. There is so much power and so much healing in just a simple hug. I don't think most of us even realize just how healing and how strong a good hug can be. Um, I know when my late husband and I were first married, it took me forever to teach him how to hug, not this one arm pat pat. It's like, no, if you're gonna hug me, give me a hug. And I had to kind of show him what that meant. And he got really good at it. He would just walk up and just give me hugs, whenever he just whatever throughout the day, whatever we were doing, it just as the mood struck him. And I know after he passed, that was probably one of the things I missed more than anything else were his hugs. And I guess about a month or two after he had passed away, I went on a women's retreat uh, with a church group that at the time I was involved with. And at one point, I was just, mingling with people and just kind of talking and listening to folks. And this one lady, just all of a sudden, and I could see her out of the corner of my eye. I saw her like look up and look around. She spotted me and she just made a beeline for me. And she got up to me and she says, God just told me to hug you, to come and hug you, that you needed to be hugged. Is that okay? And I went, yeah. And she put her arms around me and just stood there and just hugged me for probably 5 minutes. And it was probably one of the most healing elements of the whole conference that I got, was just that one person who followed what spirit told them to do, and that was to go and hug a particular person, which was me. Because in that moment I needed it, because I I was not doing well emotionally or spiritually or anything else. It was still too raw, and that was one of the things that I was really missing from my husband was his hugs. And for her to just, and she told me later, like a few months later, she came up to me one day and asked, I didn't freak you out when I did that. She's like, I've never done that before. She said, but it was so strong. She said, and I heard it so clearly that that's what I needed to do, that I just had to go do it. And I was like, no, you did the right thing. I needed it at that point. So, yeah, I think you need a hug, and you need to give a hug as well. And you would be amazed at how healing that can be for everybody involved. It can be just so healing, just that simple little hug. Um, and so, yeah. Oh, no problem, Brock. You did fine. You did fine. If you didn't hear all of the reading, just go back and watch the replay. And that's it, y'all. It's a little after 6. I got approximately 55 minutes to try to eat something, go to the bathroom, and get ready for my members only live stream that starts at 7 o'clock. Right? Did I say 7 o'clock? Yes, 7 o'clock. So yeah. So thank y'all for joining me today and keeping me company. I'm sorry Francine didn't make it. We'll reschedule as soon as I can get her back on. Our schedules mesh up again, then because she's a lot of fun. She's real sweet. And I will, for members, I'll see y'all in an hour. For those who are not members and just subscribers or just visiting, I will be on tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central, again at 4 p.m. Central, and then the slumber party is tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central. So you got 3 times to catch me tomorrow, and and uh, and say hey or ask for another reading or whatever. Yeah, touch is very healing energy, very healing. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful Friday night, and don't do anything stupid. If you get out, drive safe because there's a lot of wackos out there. And if you go to the King's March, no King's Day March tomorrow, make sure that you use a burner phone, not your real phone, because you don't want them taking your information. Make sure that you don't carry anything on you that could be construed as a weapon. Um, and make sure that you keep your cool and have fun. Don't let them push your buttons and make you angry, because that's their goal, is to create chaos. Our goal is to laugh at them and have fun and show them that no, we don't have kings in this country. Not now, not ever, and never will. So, y'all have a great Friday night, and I will talk to everybody soon. Bye for now.